I believe I know how to be a friend. I think a friend is an individual that creates a safe environment and encourages you to be yourself. As a wee girl, I understood the joy that came from chatting with my friends. I felt like I had a team of friends in my primary school years. Friendships come about so easy when you're small and naive. I watch kids now and I love how straightforward they are with making friends. I've seen it with my own stepdaughter. I've seen her hang from the monkey bars with another 9-year-old that she's just met, and after only 10 minutes of play, my stepdaughter is calling them a friend. It's preciously simple, and sometimes I'm a tiny bit envious of the ease of friendship at that age. Making friends as an adult isn't the same. And for the longest time, I didn't have to concern myself with fine-tuning my friend-making skills. I come from a big family. I have a school of primos. My tias and primos were my community when I lived in Chicago. My best friends were family. It was lovely. There was an understanding between us, a harmony. We each have our own character, our own humor, our own perspective, but we connected the dots to the same bigger picture. The bigger picture being that we are here to transcend the sacred love that our grandparents carried with them on their journey to El Norte, despite the obstacles we face as first gens. I treasure the memories I've had with my tias and primos. I miss them. Being permanently so far away feels like I've lost my friendship with them. Because friendship involves being a part of each other's lives. Seeing one another on days when spirits are as gray as the overcast weather of Chicago. Meeting up to chat on a porch because watching TV offers no connection. Having coffee with each other to rant about the negativity that seeps into mind, body, and soul. Because of the community I once had, I learned that being physically present is a requirement for membership. I know long-distance friendships exist. I have 3 strong ones. My sister, who lives in Chicago, Andrea, who lives in Spain, and Max, who lives in Canada. But long distance isn't for everyone. Or perhaps not everyone knows how to go about long distance. Deep down, I'd like to think that confusion explains the one-way efforts, and not because I've been forgotten or that I'm not worth the effort. And yet, it's not hard to see it that way. In Scotland, my friend-making skills have been put to the test. I hesitantly wavered between making the first step of engaging with communities here. The hesitation came from not feeling ready to welcome anyone. I was in an unhealthy headspace, and I felt there was nothing I could give to anyone. I wasn't capable to put on a smile and be a friend for the last 3 to 4 years. I'm grateful that my husband never gave up on our friendship. Time has helped me heal, along with other measures. And today I find myself actively developing friendships here in Scotland. I have a genuine pull to meet people and connect with those who have also found themselves moving and living in Scotland. While I'm not the most sociable person, I've realized how important it is to have a community. Communities provide support in ways that perhaps change your perspective for the better or inspire your creativity to continue and not lose its boldness. Becoming part of a community means I am setting down roots. Scotland is embedding itself in my heart, in my soul, and that feels right. It feels organic. I think we all need community at some point. Living in isolation isn't part of my culture. I've grown up living in community with others, in good relations with those around me. So it was ridiculous to think that at one point I was trying to convince myself that I could get on with my life here in Scotland without friends, without a community. Is making friends in your later years tricky? Yes, it is. But what I've learned is that I need to prioritize it. I can't expect friendships without first showing up to a meetup on my own. And even then, it's about making time to go on a walk or scheduling a call to a friend as if it was a work meeting. I also think that there are friendships which are not meant to last. They serve their purpose for the time that you need to be heard or seen. In my undergraduate years, I had 2 best friends outside of the family. We were close, we clicked, and everything was fun. But as the years went by, my depression set in, and I couldn't keep up with them, nor did I want to. I chose to continue on with those who had an idea on what was going on. I was done ignoring the gray that I was sitting in. It was weighing me down, and I kept feeling low, angry, hurt. I ended up focusing on me and what I needed, and that was a battle. I think those 2 friends helped me survive my undergraduate years, which was when my mental health and even physical health began to crumble. I think they kept my spirits up. They kept me safe. The other day, I reconnected with a friend from high school, online, of course. I haven't seen her since my early 20s. A picture of her appeared on my feed, and a flood of happy memories came back to me from us roaming the big halls of our high school. We were both nerds, loved school. I messaged her because I felt the need to know that she was more than okay, that life was beautiful for her. My friend immediately messaged back. She's the same kind and thoughtful soul that I had remembered. How come I didn't stay in touch over the years? I should have. Old and new friendships have their own kind of specialness. They gift us many lessons. They teach us to be present, that you deserve to have fun. They push us to dress up for Halloween and go out dancing. They teach us to take risks and live life according to our own terms. They teach us to splurge on ourselves, to travel. I've been lucky for those who've entered my life. They have filled my life with a richness that money can't buy. Thank you for joining me on this sketch, friends. I'm finally on my last lesson of my art course with Toby Sketch Loose. There are a few sketches left, and I might have to buy a new sketchbook for them. Let's see each other next week. And in the meantime, stay safe and stay creative.